Hello guys, how are you? I hope you all are doing good. Now the video is about the documents that are required to apply for an FRV visa or a spouse visa in Germany. I recently have moved to Germany and I would like to share the documents I have submitted for the fast processing of visa. So first and foremost thing is to apply for an VFS appointment. As we know, it may take several months. So it's better if we take the VFS appointment in advance. Meanwhile, we could collect all the documents to apply for the FRV visa. And the second thing is we have to make sure that there should be two copies of each document, and also the documents should be clear with same name in everything. For example, the name in your Aadhaar card is different from the name in your passport. Make sure that you make a notary of it. So I have categorized the documents that are required into these three. So the first category is the certificates to be collected once the marriage is done. This is for the people who are recently married and want to move to Germany. And the second category is the documents from your spouse who is living in Germany. And the third is documents of yourself. So in the first category, that is the certificates to be collected once the marriage is done. The first one is a copy of wedding card. We need to apply two copies of wedding cards. In my case, I have submitted one wedding card which is from my husband's side of the family and other wedding card which is from my side of the family. And the second one is marriage registration certificate. This is very important since you are moving on a spouse visa to Germany. And if possible, it's better if you provide the German translation for your marriage registration certificate. And the third is temple certificate or a function hall certificate or any certificate stating that your marriage has taken place in that particular place. For example, my marriage has taken place in a function hall, so I have submitted the function hall certificate. And the next one is priest certificate. Make sure that you take the priest certificate. This is completely optional, this is not mandatory, but if you provide it, it would be better. So the priest certificate is something that looks like this. This is the priest certificate I have submitted. So the next one is the photos of rituals. You need to submit each photo containing each ritual. For example, Saptapadi, that's that photo, Sindur and Mangal Sutra photos, Kanyadan photo, Varamala photo. I suggest you to submit some 50 to 20 plus photos, including all rituals. Also, make sure that the priest is present in one of the photos include such as exchange of garlands and blessing from elders, group photo with families. Make sure you include all this, and if there are any, you can also include those photos. And the next one is documents from your spouse who is living in Germany. So he or she who is living in Germany should provide an invitation letter. So I'll show you how the invitation letter is supposed to look like. So this is the invitation letter from my spouse, which I have submitted in the VFS. And then the birth certificate of your spouse and the passport of your spouse. You are supposed to submit the first and last page of the passport and every page which has an entry or stamp in it, and the blue card or residence permit or PR or whatever the visa your spouse is living in Germany on, and city registration. The city registration should not be older than 6 months. And the next one is health insurance card. This is optional. And the next one is mandatory. This is a letter from your health insurance company stating that you who wanted to move to Germany, will be included in your husband's or wife's existing health insurance upon your arrival in Germany. For example, your husband is living in Germany. He has already TK or AOK insurance. So make sure that your name is also included in that. So you are supposed to submit a letter from your health insurance company stating that you will be included. And then the house rental agreement. This is also a mandatory document. If possible, make sure your name is included in the rental agreement. And also, your house or apartment should be of minimum 26 square meters for two people. These requirements may change from time to time, so make sure to check in the official website. And then employment contract and the certificate of employment document and the pay slips of 6 months and bank statements of 3 months. This is an optional. In my case, I have submitted it. I'll show you how the letter from your insurance company looks like. And then the next category is documents of yourself. The first one is application form along with declaration. And the next is additional contact and legal representation form. And the third is additional questionnaire. I'll make another video on how to fill these three forms. And you also need to submit your passport. This is very important. I mean, the first and last page of your passport, including every page which has entry in it, and make sure your passport has at least two empty pages, and then your photocopies. Uh, Your photocopies must incline into German biometric specifications, and then your birth certificate, your school or degree certificate, or whatever your recent education was. I have done my bachelor's, so I have submitted my original degree certificate. And then my proof of residence. Make sure that proof of residence state that you have been living in that country or place for at least 4 years. And then cover letter from your side. I'll show you how the cover letter looks like. Cover letter I have submitted to the VFS. And then proof of German language A1. This German language proof depends on your spouse visa. For example, if your spouse is on a blue card visa or some particular type of PR, you need not submit proof of German language A1. In other cases, you are supposed to submit proof of German language A1. Regarding the details on this, you can check the official website. And then the travel health insurance. This is optional. This is not mandatory. In my case, I have submitted the travel health insurance starting from my application date. For example, my visa appointment date. For example, it's in January. I have took the insurance, travel health insurance from January to July, at least 6 months. And then once the visa approval is done, I have modified the date from my travel date till 3 months. You can do that. I have done that. This is the application form, the additional contact and legal representation form, additional questionnaire form. Also make sure that each document is duly signed from your side and submitted in the VFS. If you need any documents, please email to the email address provided in the description box. Thank you.